Hello and welcome, my name is Ajaxpost and you join me here in Transport Fever 2, overlooking the town of Newport. It's 1932 and we already have skyscrapers. Yeah, the era control in the game is a little bit, what's the word we shall use? Iffy, I think. But one thing I'm going to pause it here because I don't want it to get too carried away while I'm showing you something. I'm not sure it... oh, can I see it here in Newport? I'm not sure I can. Oh, what's... No, you're all very generic, I think. But if we go to Cwmbran, up here somewhere, here we are, we can see this. I posted an image of this on my Instagram and Twitter feed yesterday. Well, actually today. But by the time you see this video, it will be at least yesterday. Because I don't expect this to go out until tomorrow when I finish recording and editing and stuff. You know how these things work. Anyway, I posted a picture of this and I thought this was just such a wonderful little mod. You know, I'm trying to be Bristol. I'm trying to be British. We have loads of wonderful UK-oriented mods and assets which can allow us to give us that British feel. The game itself tends to sort of be more generally sort of European-ish or American or whatever. So you do need these mods and assets to help you get that feeling of, yeah, we are actually vaguely British. And one of them is a reasonably new mod, and you'll find the links to all these in my Steam collection, for which there is a link in the description below. But one of them is a UK High Street buildings asset, which allows you to plop down individual buildings which you would see on a British or a UK high street. Ryman's, truly scrumptious sweets. That I'm not sure about them. I've not seen Subway, Entertainment Exchange, a proper British pub, the Coach and Horses. There's also Lakeland. I've seen McDonald's, although that obviously is pretty universal. Recognisable names. And there's a second mod which you can use, which uses that first one, the UK High Street assets, to actually allow the AI to incorporate those buildings into your town. It will actually add in potentially one of these, and they work really well. And I've just noticed there is a part of the mod is a car park one, and this is it. I hadn't noticed it when I was looking around before. This must be, is this a new build? 1930. Oh, it's been there for a couple of years. Yeah, a proper car park. Okay, there is no actual way for the cars to get in over the pavement, but notwithstanding that, and the fact it's a little bit modern. Can I zoom in on this? If we go into camera mode and go into 55mm, look at that, pay and display. Yes, and that does look like a British pay and display payment machine. Oh, that is gorgeous. That is fabulous. I love that. They're by Mad Hatter. He's done a load of other assets and stuff for the game as well. Go check out his workshop on Steam. It is full of really good stuff. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to show you that before we get carried away. But we're over Newport, which is where we finished up in the last episode, creating a machines industry chain. So we got our timber turning into planks, we got iron ore and coal turning into steel. We put the planks and the steel together to give us machines, which we then deliver by these lovely trucks into... Is any of you going to deliver any? Okay, some of you must be delivering... Yes, you're delivering some. You're delivering some machines into the town of Newport. What I've done since then, we've moved on 3 or 4 years now, perhaps now, just to pay off all that debt so I can do some more building. I've changed the routes round a little bit. We've got one train now which solely brings up the ore from the mine here, and we have another train, well, the ore is delivered here to the coal mine. We then have another train, which is this one here, which delivers a combination of ore and coal to the steel plant. Now, you may remember when I first set this up, I had one train doing both things. I had the whole route from Roger ore mine, picking up coal as well and dropping it off here. And I set that on the route, if we come here, to do 50% ore and 50% coal, and it worked perfectly. when it was picking up ore at one place and coal at the other. But it doesn't seem to work quite so well if it's picking up both at the same stop. If we move this on a little bit, we'll see what's going on. Are you going to come through? There you go. There you go. Come on. We've got here, waiting for us, a surfeit of both, to be honest. I'm going to need 2 trains, I think, on both these routes, but I can't quite afford them just yet, and we don't need to worry about them for the time being. So we've got plenty of both. If we go into the train here, here he is, pulling up at, what's this called? Newport East Mines, because it's a mine east of Newport, obviously. God, they're so slow sometimes when you're waiting for them. And here it is, and it fills up 35 iron ore, and then it drops it down. So it never actually fills up 50-50, and there's obviously room to spare. I mean, each of these wagons, I think, takes 7, but they're actually palpably, clearly, obviously empty. So I don't know what's going on there. So something odd. If you're familiar with that, if you've got some explanation for that, I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, so we've got that. So that's a change. I also had trucks taking the steel down from here to the machines plant here, mixing it with the planks coming up from here as well, and delivering them both down here, and then taking machines back into Newport. That was fine, but these trucks are just too slow. So what I've actually done is I've added another line to this station here for a new route, the Newport Machinery Inputs, which takes both the planks and the steel down there round Newport to the machines shop. And that works quite well. The one little iffy thing is the planks are actually coming up from here by truck still. I imagine I will get a train doing that, to be honest, but I've got lots of trucks on there. They're coping reasonably well. So it's bringing the planks up here to this side of the steel mill. Unfortunately, that didn't actually connect to the train station, so I've had to slip in a little bit of road here to connect up those two stations, and that works quite well. So what else have I done while you were away? I've upgraded a number of buses. We had some buses which are 30 odd years old. We've still got loads of vehicles which are very, very old. I will get round to replacing them. Some of these trains I think I'm really keen to replace, but that will take a lot of money, and I want to do something else first, and they're all earning good money. In fact, if we look at the monies, look at that. My least profitable route is a ship. My least profitable vehicle, rather, is a ship, which is that one there. Everything else is very profitable. If we look at the lines, which is what I should have been looking at anyway to start with, yeah, our least profitable line is losing less than $500,000, which is the tools on the Thornbury route, and that will actually, I imagine, make money. Oh, it's already made money. Yeah, it's in profit. It's one train doing a fairly simple route. So look at that. I mean, that is remarkable. I've got nothing losing loads of money. I still have some very old vehicles. Okay, we'll deal with those probably off camera. That's all offset by some really profitable routes. Our new Midland and Welsh, our express service, is making loads of money, as is everything else. All the big train lines are doing very, very well. What's the plan for today? I'm getting carried away, I think, now, because I think there is room for this machines factory to produce a lot more. But apart from the town of Newport here and Caldecott up there, actually I'm just thinking I could change my mind. No, I want to do something dramatic today. There aren't many places nearby to deliver these machines, but across the water we've got Clevedon and Backwell, and that's it really. And Avonmouth. Oh, actually Avonmouth, that's good. That's interesting. And I've been meaning to develop this area as well, to sort of develop it further from what we did a few episodes ago, bring more cargo into these towns. So I'm thinking we'll create another cross estuary freight route. This is going to be fun. Right, so we're going to need a dock in here to start with. Now, the thing about ships is they are actually reasonably inexpensive. Do I want large or small? We'd probably go large, I think, to save worrying about upgrading them later. How's our navigable waters, though? Are you navigable? You are. Okay, we should be okay if I place you there. What's that? Oh, that's a train line. I don't really want to. If I turn you around like that. Actually, that could work. They could go straight in, but it looks a bit odd, doesn't it, I think? It's much better if ships... I mean, they do have navigable waters either side, which here... Well, no, they do. They do. That's fine. I think we'll put it in here, actually. I like that idea better. Right, so... Actually, I want to leave that on, so I make sure I place it properly. If I place you there, job done. Okay. And I think we will actually have the machines delivered by road up here as well, because it's not that far. And it will take the boats we've got now quite some time to get across the water. So the trucks will have no trouble, I think, filling this up. So we're going to need a truck stop, a building, that's a truck stop. What are you like? Oh, you're a newfangled one. Like, no, I still quite like this one. Right. Do we want 2 on there? We could do 2. Oh, you are really messing with the landscape, aren't you? Actually, if I place you... What about... No, if I place you like that, you do connect up to the dock. You've got the blue lines there. Okay, we'll do that. Because what I'm thinking, I don't know if I can do this. Do we have any routes going along that road? No, we don't. So that road is kind of unnecessary at the moment. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is we could have a route. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Out of this truck stop here. So if we... Are we going to be picking up anything here? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a drop-off mainly, unless we bring something back from the port. I'll worry about that later. Okay, if we put you there and put some more street in. What have we got here? 20, 30 miles an hour. Oh, we've got loads more roads now. I think you will do. So can I take you, not like that, around there. Actually, we'll connect to that. That's okay. How awful does... Actually, that doesn't look awful at all, really, does it? It's a bit of a slope, but yeah, they can cope with that. And it's reasonably cheap. Okay. And my thinking there is I could have an exit as well going out this way. Do I want that? I don't think I actually need it at the moment, but there you go. Right, so that's that side. Over here, we're going to put another dock in here. Navigable waters again. Ooh, okay. This is going to be Portbury. I'm not actually sure. I'm not sure what the difference is between Portbury and Avonmouth. If they serve different industries, are they even owned by different companies? Do they do different things? Are they actually separate? I've a sense in my head that they are separate, but I could well be wrong. Okay, so we drop you there. Okay, that looks good. And what we're going to have from here, I think we're going to want a train station, aren't we? So how can we work this out? So we want a cargo station. We'll put 2 tracks in. We don't want catenary. Of course, the issue here is cutting through Portbury, but we might have to do that. I'm afraid we might have to lose a little bit of Portbury to do this. The trouble with these docks things is they do tend to go below ground a lot. I could put you in there, couldn't I? That's sweet. How close can I get you? Alright. Now, my thinking was I might be able to get some track across the Avon here. Can I do that? I can. We're going to have no boats going up there. We should be fine. Now, could you actually connect to too much slope? Okay. So bridge pillar collision. It might be with the coast. Ah, right. There are some bridges which will do that. That's excellent. That is, yeah, that does connect to the cargo station there. That is excellent. Okay, what sort of bridge do we actually want in there? Don't zoom out. There you go. I've got you. Ooh, you're quite nice. It's a bit of a bridge on a slope though. But no, it is going to be a slope anyway, isn't it? I think going through here. No, I can't get it high enough to make that navigable. I think. I'm gonna do that. That's gonna cost me $500,000, and I'm not gonna be using. Ooh, I said I'm not gonna be using that, but I might want something to come out of the depot. Okay, if we put you in there like that, can I then get you to... Oh, I can! Excellent. So I can supply trains to the Portbury side of the Avon from that depot in Avonmouth. Oh, that is sweet. I hadn't even considered that, to be honest, beforehand. Okay, so that's the dock. That's the incoming material. We want them to go all the way down here to Clevedon. I mean, I could have put a dock here on Clevedon, but I don't think Clevedon has a dock. It has a pier, I believe. But I don't think that will work for here. I mean, I could put one on there, but I'm just trying to be vaguely realistic. You know how it is? Right, so we want... Okay, so... You are going over this side of the town. Oh, and you're supplying wood as well. Do we want wood over in Wales? We might. I think we've probably got enough forest to supply the sawmill, but you never know. And actually, fuel, I think, is something we don't have this on that much of that side of Wales. So that could be handy. Okay, so where will this go? I think if we place it, yeah, somewhere out here will do. That's reasonably inexpensive. I don't want it too close to the town because we want the town to be able to develop outside of, around the other side of the, not too close to the station is what I'm trying to say, and obviously failing. That works. Okay. So, what tracks? Okay, we're going to have to destroy some buildings. How's cheap can we make it? 332. That looks like it. Yes, I think that should be okay. Now, if I turn the parallel track things on, and it goes on the left, doesn't it? So if I do it like that, Ooh, will that work? Okay, let's... Yep. Nope. It didn't. Oh, maybe there's some constraint about driving through buildings and crossroads and stuff that it doesn't like, but okay. No worries, no worries. Okay, so we are going to be drawing you round here. Let's get rid of that little nub of road. I'll just save myself a little bit of money. I don't need to. I'm not poor at the moment, so. But I mean, that's just my character, I'm afraid. I don't like wasting money, even in a game. Even in a game. Right, so if we draw you out here. Okay, we'll turn the parallel tracks on. I see it's worked that time. Okay, I'll bring you around about here. And okay, I think if we get the other side of that main road, I think that's what we'll do. But it's an awkward... Do it like that, perhaps. That seems reasonable. It's a very nasty crossing, that, though, isn't it? And it really deforms the road. Ow. Okay, we'll make the road again later. There's nothing using it at the moment, so I can be cavalier. There we go. I think that's better. We'll redraw the road so it makes more sense. Honest gov. There we go. And you can come round here. Again, we could connect in stations to these industry units here if we feel the need to. I think this is looking good. This is drawing... Oh, you didn't draw the parallel track there. Oh, okay. Do you have an issue with... Maybe it is that thing. Maybe it is an issue crossing roads. It doesn't like doing it. I must admit, I haven't actually read the Steam description for quite some time, and even if I had, I'm sure I would have forgotten what it said. But maybe there was something. I'll bring you up here. Where are you going? Oh, you're looking good. You are looking very good indeed. Draw you there, and I've turned the parallel track thing off again. Ooh, that's an expensive bit of tunnel work, isn't it? Do you have to do... Oh, yeah, I suppose you... No. I think if I... Okay, let's take you back a little bit. If we come round here, around the hill rather than... We do lose a lot of speed. And that little nub of road again. Getting in the way. We lose a lot of speed there, don't we? Okay. Let's take it through them there hills. Okay. Will that work? Not sure we need that to be a tunnel. Where's the costing? There you are. The tunnel is cheaper. I put a couple of mods on for extra tunnel types in here. They're not appropriate to this part of the world at all. That's the Totley Tunnel and the Woodhead, which I believe are somewhere up north. And I really couldn't tell you where. I think the Woodhead Reminds me of Construction Gamer's Northern Powerhouse series. I have a feeling that might be in that neck of the woods. Up there in the north. Yes. And that is as precise as I'm going to be. Should we use Totley here? We'll use Totley for that one. It's just a different sort of authentically British looking old-fashioned tunnel styly for the entrance. We'll use that as well for there. Okay, that's you done. Oh, you're more expensive. Oh well, there you go. Done it now. Paid for. Well, this is an expensive bit of route, isn't it? Nope. That. Okay. Right, so that's the stations connected up. Let's get some connection into the town. We might as well stick this out here. Like that. I think that will work. It does look like it's all part of the same operation, doesn't it? But what I'll do is we will remove that one and put in... Oh, we've got some more buildings now. What does these look like? We're getting machines in, aren't we? So if we put you there, if we put another one alongside you, it doesn't work quite so well. And you, no. Okay, so we'll put one of these. Oops. Drop, drop, drop. Hit the blue button. There you go. We'll put you there. That works for me, I think. Okay. Right, so we need to connect you up with some road. Town road. There you go. Slip you in there. Well, these are very... Tesco! It's a very modern looking Tesco for 1932, but... oh dear, yes, two big Tescos. Or quite big, quite big Tescos. They're not the huge superstores. Within... Okay, yeah, the AI obviously isn't terribly good at making sure it's selecting distinct and different buildings for its high streets. Okay, so who wants machines? Who wants machines? Oh, you're up there. Oh, there aren't many of them. Oh dear, they're up here. Okay. I don't like this. Do not like. I should have put this on the other side of the town, shouldn't I? On the other side of the station, rather. But oh well. So if we put you there, okay. I suppose we ought to build in something along these lines to get you coming back. Straight back there actually will work, I think. Okay, add a route from there to there. That's a very pale colour. You're a little bit better. Okay, that works. Okay, and you are going to be Clevedon local machines. We need another line here from there to there. It really wants to use this pale colour, doesn't it? There you go. Okay, and this will be, for the time being, Clevedon Machines Bulk. It may supply other materials as well, so I might change the name, but for the time being, okay, so we have that. And we need another route, I think, yep, for there. If I click new line first, it does something more interesting and useful. So from there to there. Okay, I'm not going to use that pale colour. We'll use you instead. We might want to make that stand bigger as well. Okay, and you are going to be... You're the Newport Machines export line. Okay, excellent. In fact, yes, I will make that bigger now while I'm here. Cargo... Oh, you kind of sit on top of it. Okay, well, you're there. Presumably that makes that bigger so it can handle more cargo. Okay, and finally then, the boats. The ships, the ships. So we need... No, I don't want you yet. I want a new line. Okay, we'll see if this works on the water. Okay, from Newport to Portbury Dock. Oh, it had Portbury Port. We're not going to call it that. No siree. Okay. So we'll call this a Newbury to Newbury? No, Newport to Portbury freight line. Yeah, Newbury is a bit too far east to be on this map. Right, so that's that. So we're going to need some trucks to get the export started. And you're there. And we'll buy some cargo trucks. We'll need you. We'll take 5, I think, to start with. Which is quite a... it's more than I've actually got on the local delivery to Newport. But we'll see how this pans out. I mean, it's just machines export. There you go. All right. And we have got... where's our... Okay, we don't have a shipbuilding yard anywhere. Apart from that one up there. Ooh. I'm going to put another one in. I think that's too... These ships are just so slow. Anyway. Actually, before I do that, let's get all the other intermediary bits. All these sort of... let's start from the end of the line. I think that usually works best, I think. We don't have any truck depots nearby, do we? Actually, we've got one there. You might work. No, you won't. Actually, you would, but you would... Oh, let's do it anyway. So we're buying, and this is going to be... Again, we'll just take 4 of those, I think. And you can go on. Which line is that? The Clevedon Local Machines. Well spotted. You can go on there. We're going to need a train. Right, I'm going to need to borrow money now. I shouldn't need that much, but we shall see. And what sort of train do we want? We've had a few new locos arrive. Don't have diesel yet. Oh, we've got a new electric. Except this depot is not electrified, and neither is the track, so that won't help. Okay, no, we'll stick with steam for the moment. Right, what funky new locos do we have? Oh, a new GWR. 60 miles an hour, 800 kilowatts. Is that, presumably? That's not going to tell me. You're more powerful. And you go 70. I mean, we don't really need 70 because how fast? Actually, we do have trucks. Oh, a GW Mink G goods van. It carries mink. Oh, okay, that can go 75. Ah, okay. So we could have a properly fast loco, but I don't think we need that sort of speed on this line. Have we got any other GWR ones? They're in a bit of short supply on here. I think these were the last ones we had. You go 750. Okay, you're at 60. You're more powerful. Ooh, this is a gorgeous locomotive apparently. For top link services. That looks a bit posh for freight, so we probably won't use that one. Oh, we've used you a lot, I think, actually, the X2. Ah, you're nice and powerful. You don't go too fast, but I have a feeling you're the one I'm using on almost every other route. So I don't want to be using the same locomotive everywhere. Ooh. You're good. 68, that's a good speed. 1,000 kilowatts. I think. Yes. No, the Big Bertha's too slow. I think 68 is a nice speed. We'll feeling that's a southern livery as opposed to the LBSCR, whatever that was. Oh, LB and London and South Coast, wasn't it, I think. Oh, we'll use a black one. Okay, we'll put you on there. And what wagons do we have? So you're 60, you carry 7. Ah, you carry 8. Ooh, and you're a GWR. That's cool. You go only 60 though. Which is fine. We don't really need 75, do we? It's waste. That's $1 million a year. That's $1 million and 107. Wait, 170,000. Yeah, I think these will do. These will do. Oh, we can put quite a few on there as well. And that costs 7 million. We're not going to need 64. That's a good looking size. I don't think we'll fill that up anytime soon, but you never know. You never know. And you're the Clevedon Machines bulk. Okay, so we still need our ship. Where shall we have our shipyard? Okay, not quite sure what you... Are you really a depot? Okay, not quite sure why you're there, but... which way round do you need to be? That way round. I think so if I put you there, you're going to get in the way of the ships coming in, aren't you? Is there a better location for it? There might be. There might be. Which way round do you want to be? Oh, that way round. You're right. Yeah. Ooh, and you're really nice and cheap. That works for me. Excellent. Right, so we need to buy some cargo. You can carry everything. So can you. You go a bit faster. The Vandal here, it looks like a submarine, but I don't think it is. It carries liquid cargo. We'll go for a big one, I think. Might as well. In fact... Oh, they're all... Oh, the Schaffhausen... Oh, is faster and is only a small boat, but... The Dinar, you're 16. Okay, let's go for the Klondike. Let's go for the Klondike. Okay, we'll buy... Okay, and we'll put you on the Newport to Portbury line. Okay. Let's get the game rolling. There you go. Right, how much money can I borrow? I can borrow... I've got 7.5, so I can borrow another 30. Oh, I can borrow loads actually. So I can get a couple more trains running. 30 million. Right, so I think we're going to need to double track some of this. So what I'll do is I'll double track this, and then I'll join you again in a moment when that job has been done. Okay, well, money has been spent, and in fact this line between the coal mine and Newport was actually double tracked already. I've done that previously, and I've completed the double tracking of this. Oh, and we're in a brand new year. Oh, we've got more I really must get into aeroplanes soon. Oh, and the Princess Royal. Oh, some fabulous looking locos and wagons coming up. I put 2 trains. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's holding up the passenger train. Yeah, I didn't double track this bit here. Perhaps I should, because it introduces the risk of the passenger train being delayed. And that's a very profitable route, the Midlands and Welsh now, but at least he's holding up appropriately. Okay, so double track there. Sorry, double train there. 2 trains rather than double. And you're filling up nicely as well, with the same imbalance of goodies. Very strange. Oh. A new supply of planks and metal coming down to our machines factory. Oh, we've got some machines. We have some machines. A machine already at Newport. I can't call it that. Newport Docks. There you are. It's called just that. And likewise... where's Portbury? It's a long way away. It's a very long way away. Once it gets going, I'm sure it will make money. But that's the thing with these. Boats are quite cheap, but they do carry a lot, so they can, if you get everything right, be profitable. But that is a very long way. Okay, but you are... working. Excellent. So how's this factory doing? Consumers. Okay, so it's only sent 1 so far to Clevedon. But it knows where it's going. That's the end customer, which is really nice. We've only got 1 small train at the moment serving this factory. I might want to double up on that actually. Okay, well our little ferry boat. Let's have a look at the ferry, in fact. Whoops. Let's get you in view, shall we? There we are. I mean, you are basically a passenger ferry, aren't you? But you do look gorgeous. You do look good. I mean, it is a base game vehicle, I think, isn't it? So there aren't that many ship mods. There are a few, but I think they tend to come from the Russian modders. I may be wrong, but most of the ships and boats I've seen have Russian names or are described as being part of a Russian fleet. Okay, do we need 2 I think we will need 2 trains on here. Oh, you can probably... What's your capacity? Actually, let's keep you in mind. Or even in view. We'll see you there. Another lovely GWR logo. Oh, sorry, Great Western Railway logo. Loco. With great Welsh wagons. Look at this. Industry at its finest. You're carrying that through there. So, that's it, I think, for this episode of Transport Fever 2. Thank you so much for joining me today, watching me create a rather dramatic, if at the moment entirely unprofitable, cargo route. No, that's going to make no money for a while yet. And once again, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Transport Fever 2. If you have, it'd be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbs up button. But even better than that, if you've got any thoughts, ideas, recommendations, suggestions, criticisms of what we're doing here, then please do drop a note into the comments box below. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, then you could do that now. And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. That's a steep incline, isn't it? Which explains why he's going at less than 30 miles an hour. So thank you for joining me today. I'll see you again soon. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Transport Fever 2. Until then, bye-bye for now.